These yachts are required to have holding tanks for their sewage so that they don't pollute the Hudson River. Yet, just upriver from here, Conrail discharges hundreds of gallons of wastewater containing toxic chemical waste into the Hudson every day. For the last 8 years, this pipeline, originally owned by Conrail and now shared with General Electric, has been spewing waste into the river in violation of its state discharge permit. And the agency responsible for protecting New York's environment, the Department of Environmental Conservation, has known about it all along. The pipeline begins here at the Perlman Yards in Selkirk. This is the site of the largest engine repair shop in the Conrail system. But it's just one of a long list of pollution problems associated with this yard. The files of the Albany County Health Department document their existence beginning in late 1969. This engine house is a source of the most serious pollution. Water drained from the cooling systems of these engines has chromium in it, and the detergents used to clean them contain phenol. Both are toxic chemicals. Both are discharged into the Hudson without being removed. Human sewage is also being pumped into the Hudson. This wastewater plant is unable to treat it properly due to the presence of the toxic chemicals. Then there's sludge, a byproduct of the oily waste and chemicals used in the engine house. It's being allowed to spread all over the ground, and when it rains, the polluted runoff flows into a tributary of the Hudson. Conrail also cleans out its hopper cars in this yard. The highly alkaline contents of salt, lime, and other unknown substances are dumped beside this drainage ditch and allowed to wash into Queman's Creek, a tributary of the Hudson. More contamination is suspected to be coming from this Conrail landfill. Oil and chemical waste are believed to be buried here. The drainage from these yards has been a constant cause of oil pollution in Queman's Creek. After years of complaints, Conrail finally got around to building separators to remove the oil. That was 2 months ago. But when we accompanied an Albany County Health Department official on an inspection last week, the 2 separators were not operating properly. Oil was being allowed to escape into the creek just as it had before. The violations of state conservation laws here are as numerous as the sources of pollution. The problem started 8 years ago with Penn Central and have continued with Conrail. And all the while, the Department of Environmental Conservation has been powerless to do anything more than write reports on the problems. Tomorrow night, I'll have a second report on how this pollution is affecting local residents here, as well as Conrail's own employees. Robert Riggs, Newswatch 13.